Okay, testing, 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 testing. Cool, the microphone works. I'll be right back, I just need to pee, and we'll get started. All right. What are we focusing on first? Today I really want to get the camera movement sorted. So let's have a look at the game. Okay, so we can see that. All right, I need to plug in a controller. Give me a sec. Okay. So at the moment we've got the movement's a bit fucking. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna learn to stop swearing. So at the moment I've got R3, or the right analog stick, as the lock on to an enemy. So you can see when I click it. Oh, apparently not. What is going on? Okay. Okay, that doesn't work at all. Okay, so I've got it set up with the L2 as the aim button. You've got to move the camera around. And then we've got the dash, which is directional. So based on the input, that's where the character moves. What we need to do is set up R3 as a... That's weird. Like center camera button. And then we also need a run would be nice. I'll sort that out another day, but I need the camera to follow behind the player when they move. Okay, let's sort out the R3 to center camera first. So go to input here. We've got our inputs. This is based on the new data asset way of doing inputs. So we've got all the basic stuff. Block attack we haven't got yet. Combat mode, what have we set that to? Left trigger access, cool. Look behind. Thumbstick we also need. IA look behind. This one here is our R3. There. I want to change that. No, we'll keep it look behind. Okay, so I want to look behind, and then if you let go, it centers the camera. Just trying to think how GTA does it. Or most RPGs. Yeah, just let's bring down the music level. Okay. Camera rules, free mode. Character rotates to movement direction. Let's get the blueprint for the character open. Get this in here. It's got lots of logic here. This is most of the target locking stuff that I haven't actually finished. Let's see. So, where's our button? Input action. This isn't set up yet. Does that work straight away? No. It's weirdly strafing. Something's broken there. It's not that one. Leave that off for now, just in case. Okay, so we got free mode, character rotates to movement direction, carry fully player control, traversal, dashing, exploration, and then we got combat mode. While L2 is held, character always faces forward, target direction. Strafe, normal turn, camera, your follows, player, camera, movement slowly, pitch is clamped to soft limits, no hard lock on yet. This should fix things. Need the move, input up here. Camera. This y-axis, I believe, is the pitch. Let's move this around. Now we can spread this out a little bit. Aim. Ah, here we go. Set this back to 1. And that one 2. And here, I think this is going to be in C++, isn't it? I don't want to do it. Control a pitch input. So we need to clamp this pitch. We need a min pitch and a max pitch. Let's just copy one of these floats somewhere, that one. Oh, that's annoying. Change that to min pitch. And then max pitch. Set the category there for camera. Okay. File. Now I can edit these. What's our max pitch going to be? Okay, so we need to get a branch. If pitch, which is this one here, is greater than the max pitch minus our buffer, which I'm not sure what that's going to be. Need to do input times Input, 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 input. Confusing. Times 0.3. Tricky one, tricky one, tricky one. I think we need to move that here, go there. Copy that. That one actually needs to go there. So if we do that one in there, and then that one in there. I do max pitch as 35 degrees. Then we need a min pitch, which is looking down, which would be negative 50, maybe. Negative 55. Max 30. How do we buffer? It's not a thing. So if the pitch is greater than the max pitch minus the buffer, whatever that's going to be. And plus the buffer. Oops. It's less than. Inputs. We just do an OR boolean here. It's true. We do the pitch input, which is this one here. Can I change these? Some pitch. This is for our sensitivity settings here. We'll probably have to differentiate between mouse and gamepad at some point, but we'll leave that there for now at 1. They're both 1. So it's not really doing anything. Let's just extend that a little bit. Move those in there. It's a bit of a mess. I might just create little local variables for these. We'll go back to the axis X and axis Y. Those. Local variable for that one as well. Just move those over there. So this one is our input yaw and pitch input. Cool. So now these ones here, your input and pitch input. I'll set that one to there and that one to there just to tidy things up a little bit. Do like tidy blueprints. And we'll bring these down just to differentiate between pitch and yaw. Okay. Now the left right will have no clamp because we need to be able to turn 360 degrees. But the pitch will, so up and down. I want to be able to lock how high you can look up and how low you can look down. So grab these calculations here. I don't like this. Maybe we'll just tidy it up like that for now. Why they've done it like that. Okay. And this is the pitch clamp. What's the word? Conditions. Free pass kind of thing. Okay, let's see if that works. I doubt it. Yep, I didn't think so. What are we missing there? Buffer probably. Yep, buffer. $10. 10 for the buffer. I think right now what it's going to do is just slow down the input when we reach that, which I don't really see it doing. About with the I got the pitch and yaw the right way around. That looks like it doesn't change. That's quite slow. Maybe it's that. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Give me a sec. Cool. Separating your own pitch, correct. Yours should never be clamped into person action games. You're feeding your straight through, add control your input, perfect. Sensitivity multipliers, correct. Multiplying your input by your multiplier, done. This is exactly how AAA games do it. Buffer-based pitch limiting, conceptually correct idea. You're attempting a soft clamp zone, not a hard clamp. That's good design. It's currently wrong or missing. Problem, your clamping input, not rotation state. Right now your logic is if pitch is outside bounds, reduce pitch input. That kind of works, but it causes jitter near limits, inconsistent feeling depending on frame rate, ability to push past limits of input spikes. Fix. Base the clamp on current control rotation pitch, not on input alone. True. Okay. So we need the get controller pitch. Add this before your pitch clamp conditions. Get control rotation. Okay, get control rotation. The pawn. The right one. Control rotation. Just in case. We need to break this rotator. And grab the pitch here. Now we'll just add a reroute. No. So promote that. Current pitch. Cool. So that way, before we do anything, we've got the current pitch rotation, or the current pitch. I'll just move that a bit more. Just call this initialize or something. No. Cool. All right. Sensitivity settings, all good. Sensitivity settings, free, blah blah. You get the picture. That one's all good. We don't really need any clamping on that one. Just move that here. Sorry, I'm very OCD with this stuff. All right, so the upper limit soft zone is top one. I create a thing for that. Let's see. So let's just quickly call that upper limit soft zone. The lower limit soft zone. Go. Come on. Stupid. Right, so the current pitch is greater than the max pitch minus buffer, so let's actually get rid of that. So it is the current pitch. Let's put that in there. There, and we'll get that one in there as well. You know, I have a feeling that YouTube is going to block all of my microphone input because of the music I've got playing. Hopefully it doesn't do that. Okay, so we've got current pitch greater than max pitch minus the buffer, and current pitch less than min pitch plus buffer. These 2 booleans go into OR, which we already have. Cool. Branch meaning your branch condition should mean, are we inside the soft clamp zone? So let's move these away. Are we in soft clamp zone? True. We need to reduce the pitch input to get the rubber effect. False. Apply the full pitch input. Let's call this. No, I'll call it something else in a minute. So add controller pitch input, if it's true, value because the pitch input times the pitch multiplier times 3. So that's 0.3. So that's all good. Let's just test that. Doesn't seem to work. So we're damping right now. You always damp input in the buffer, but you should only damp when pushing further into the limit. Example near max input. Sorry. Let's promote that as well to damp multiplier. It's a dampening multiplier. Long name, but so you get it. And let's put that here. Wait, this is aim. No, it should be right. Aim, aim, aim. That's all of our. This is all of our inputs, so they're all going to aim. We can set sensitivity on these, but I think what it's doing is not actually clamping; it's just dampening right now. So we need to clamp the pitch, specific value. We set controller pitch. No. Oh, but we can set the control rotation. This one. Can we? Set control rotation. Nope, apparently not. Let's go with pitch to -20. Max pitch 10. Where's the buffer gone? That needs to go in. Ah, you joking. Buffer, 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 buffer there. Can we change that on the fly? Nope. That's a local variable. All right, let's get rid of that one. Yes. That one buffer. On there. Set the buffer to 30. The damp multiplier to 0.05. Now that we know what that means, I'm just going to change that to damp mult. Okay, let's try play that now. Oh, you can feel it a lot more. Let's try that on controller. So, yeah, very slow. As we get further down, should slow even more. Okay, so very exaggerated. Okay, so we need the... Where's it gone? Min pitch. You've already got all that. Sure, doesn't matter. Oh, actually, that's a cool idea. When we get the current thing, if we do a print to screen, print string, set to really quick. Select that. And then we'll get this to string. We'll do a format text. Oh. Format text. No. Okay. Format text. That's what I bloody wanted. We'll get the pitch value. So camera current. I'll just call it deg. Just feed that in there, and that one in there. Right, let's do, instead of a print string, we'll do a print text. If it's good. 1.1. Text color, we'll do yellow. I'm using control to grab that out of there, by the way. Handy little tip. All right, let's see what that gives us. So every time we move, it tells us what we're doing. So it looks like 360 degrees is when it's level. Cool. So we want about there, about 50 degrees, max pitch. And I guess that would be there, about 30 degrees to be able to look up. Look down, I want to be able to look off a ledge, probably about there. See, about 55 degrees. So, let's do max pitch, 55, min pitch, negative 30. Let's just try that for now. Oh, that's rough. That's really slow. So right there, it flips. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Okay. When the camera is level, the current control rotation pitch sits at 360 degrees. Let's call that pitch raw. Oh, save. Pitch raw is greater than 180 degrees. Range. Then we need to do pitch raw minus 360 degrees. And we'll promote that to a local variable called pitch signed. We're just normalizing the pitch. Else equals raw pitch. Just like that. Just say normalize pitch. Cool. So again, we're just doing that before before it reaches anywhere. Now the problem is that that's it's annoying. We can just combine that. Okay, so that just goes in there. That goes in there. Actually, can you do put it into that? Does that work? Oh yeah. Then that one into there. Then get rid of that. Put it into there. Sorry, just tidying it up a little bit. Keep that. It's really annoying when that happens. Everything goes off. Go there. Um, Okay, so let's come back to here. So we got the pitch raw. And we're just trying to normalize things. If pitch raw is greater than 180 degrees. Pitch raw, pitch signed is pitch raw minus 360 degrees. Else pitch signed is equal to pitch raw. which needs to change this to pitch signed. Pitch signed, that one. I can see that new value on the screen. So, what have we got now? Cool. Plus or minus in degrees. Cool. Alright. So, 360 becomes 0, 350 becomes -10, 190 becomes -170. Cool. Clamp using signed pitch. Now clamp is pitch clamped. Pitch clamped. Let's do clamp float. We want the pitch signed as the value, and min and max. Just the min and max, just like that way it clamps. Cool. So pitch clamped. So we'll just set that as a local variable. Called pitch clamped. Set control rotation expects the same style you're using elsewhere. If the engine controller is effectively using blah blah blah, you can convert it back. If pitch clamped is less than 0, we need to do plus our 360 degrees. And create a new variable again. Call this one pitch out. This will just be a pitch clamped value. That way just sets the rotation back to normal. Pitch out from, just call it unnormalize pitch. Clamp the pitch. That doesn't really work, does it? We're adding the input, not setting the control rotation. Can you even do that? Set control rotation. I'm pretty sure we can't. I don't know what that is. Set control rotation. You can't. You can get the control rotation, you can't set it. We're so close. All right. Directly set the pitch. Oh, to the current. You can do it. I'm stuck here. Guess do we leave it as is and then do that? That. I don't know, we'll see. Ugh, so awkward on mouse. Should be fine. I don't like how it does that. Did the wrong way around, maybe? Min pitch 30 and max pitch -55. Noticeable. Nope. Okay, so pitch sign does what we... Let's replace it. Let's replace. Nope. Does that change anything? Why does it speed up? That's good. Okay. That is really good. That's the limit. -30. Okay, so do multiply this by -1. Oh. Alright. Yep, so we got pitch signed, suffix only damp when input is pushing further into the limit. When I damp anytime you're in either soft zone, even if the player is moving away from the limit. That causes sticky or inverted feel. Pushing up, pushing down. So we get the pitch input. If it's greater than 0, oh, don't need that. So that's working. Just leave that there for now. What is upper zone? Lower zone. Where are you getting these valuables from? Ah. Signed is greater than. So. Right. Local variable. No, we don't need a variable for that. Do we? So this is when upper zone is pitch signed greater than max pitch. So call this one upper zone. And this one to lower zone. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Just doesn't feel right, because how's it gonna... Oh, I guess it is, okay. Only damp when input is pushing further into the limit. Right now you damp anytime, blah blah blah. So pushing up. Yeah, we've already done that. Damp condition 1 or upper zone and pushing up, or low zone and pushing down. Only when that's true do you apply damp mult, otherwise full speed. So this one around here somewhere, so... Get, and get. And what we're doing, or just for sanity checks. We need to print. Just do that quickly. It's still just not getting it right. It's really annoying. I think it's to do with the. Oh, this is really hitting my brain. I'm getting all these notifications for. Okay, pushing stick up gives negative pitch input because look up often subtracts pitch. So, what was it? So, looking down is positive, looking up is negative. And so, looking down, positive, looking up, negative. Yeah, I'm on. Pushing up. Pitch input is pushing up. Pushing up should be less than 0. Get another one here. Down. I mean, it's a stupid boolean to have, but I'm just going off what it says right now. I'm using ChatGPT, by the way, lol. So over here, instead of that one, need pushing down boolean. Oops, accidentally opened that. Hopefully it doesn't actually open Visual Studio because it's annoying. Alright, let's quickly check that. Oh, it's so fast when it gets to here for some reason. Okay, instead of the thing, I want that one now. Pitch signed. It tells me what the current pitch is. So we've got 55 degrees looking up and negative 30 looking down. I want to switch those. So max pitch we want to be 30 and min pitch we want to be negative 55. We can look down more than we can look up. All right. So now we can look down. So we go over to a ledge, we can look down, but we can't look up too much. I'll see up the player's butt. That's good. So now we check whether it soft clamps, which it looks like it does. Yeah. That's it. That's pretty much done. So we can look down, negative 55, and we can look up and see how it slows down. Now we just maybe got to change the damp multiplier. This one here, back to 0.3. Just test what that feels like. Yeah, already looks good. Feels good. That's a small win for the project. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Ooh. There you go. Yeah, we can look over the ledge. And we can look up. All right. Now, what was next? I think that's all sorted. Working perfectly now. What's next? What were our other deliverables for today? Just tidying up quickly. Come on. Okay. I think the next thing we're gonna have to do is fix the combat mode. So we're done with aim. Come back to that another time. Need update camera. No, I need IA combat mode, which I think I've changed to. Oh yeah, here we go. IA combat mode. So on started, we need to enter combat, and on completed, cancelled, exit combat. So enter, we've got setting combat mode to true. Have we got that anywhere? I don't think so. So combat mode. Oh, cool. Set a new variable called the combat mode. And I'll just set that into the camera. Combat mode. Cool. Set. We want to have that true first of all. So enter, we obviously want that to be true. And on exit, we want to set that back to false. If no target, soft combat, follow camera behind player slightly tighter. If target exists, enter lock on camera mode. If no target. I'm gonna move these out of here. I want to focus a little bit. Oops. So I'm going to change this back to... Oh. Combat mode. Soft combat follow. Combat follow camera. I think that's this one. Just separate those. Uh, mode's false. Clear lock on target, which is this one here. Combat movement. Already got that. Clear lock on needs to be on exit. I've got this pre-existing logic here that I've been trying to work on to create like a lock-on system. Kind of just checks around in front of the player, but I want to change that to around the player. So when an enemy gets close to the player, I want it to enter combat mode. I think I still haven't worked it out correctly. Let's get rid of that one. Report into free camera behavior, which is this stuff. Should put that one there. No, let's just do that just in case. So move that here. Put that one there. Something that doesn't set. We'll leave this blank here just in case we do anything else there. Probably not, but we'll see. Basically, this doesn't explode your graph. Don't overengineer cycling it. Do the simple version when entering combat mode. Acquire the nearest valid enemy within range and within screen cone. Your dot check is fine. Set current lock on target. So right now I've got this one. When entering combat mode, acquire the nearest valid enemy within range. So acquire lock on target. This is where we do that. Might be annoying, but we can always just sort that out later. Just like going into combat mode and getting a lock on every time there's an enemy nearby might be annoying. Okay, so acquire lock on target. Set current lock on target. While in combat mode, tickle timer. If current lock on target, invalid, dead, out of range, behind walls, reacquire or drop back to combat free. Combat mode, orient rotation to movement false. Rotate actor towards target. You're using R into 2. Rotate actor towards target. Your current position. Your Shit, I don't know. I can't remember what this was for. All right, let's go with the basics. So we've got our input modes here. And acquire lock and target. Now that's a huge one. So she said acquire lock and target. If we need that. This target is valid. Stuff might be annoying. Reset the current lock on target if it's not valid. I feel like we should also be checking if the target dies after this. Ah, but no, I don't know if I like this. Anyway, might get rid of that for now. I don't want to get in the area. This is a tricky one. Man, it's hard to wrap your brain around this stuff sometimes. I think, to be honest, I'm going to end it there. We got that clamp working. We did have it working. No, is it still working? 30 and 55. Yep. Okay. And I just crashed. Acquire lock on target. Cool. So this just crashed. Shoot. Let's get rid of that. See if that works. So what I want to do is actually have it so that the character rotates towards the enemy. Right now, I still got to move the camera while it's like aiming, when it should be like going like this. We also need to get rid of that print debug. So wherever the aim went. Not there. So just check that on there. Don't need that anymore. So, yep, cool. Now, the acquire lock on target. Once we have a target, we need to print this just to get its name. Oh, best target even. Get best target. Do that as a print text instead. It's text. Do format text. Got actor name. Do best target. There. Print target. Do maybe a distance to target. To target. What else do we need? Maybe the target score. Doesn't really matter. No, actually, no, I don't care about that. That is... Why is it going to be annoying? Okay, actually, I need that to be 3 seconds long. So it happens whenever we aim. Just getting it. And let's actually test. So after I kill about 5 of these guys, 2 start spawning. We'll test that. Just let me kill these guys quickly. Tell you what, actually, let's increase the damage. Melee attack. Damage. What just happened? Oh, that's so annoying. Uh, if category damage before melee attack. Whatever. Alright, melee attack, melee damage. We'll set that back to maybe, well, set that to 10. See what happens. There we go. Instant death. Now, why is the game so buggy looking? Alright. Just need to kill 5 of these. Come here. That's why we need this lock on now. Attacking and moving the camera's not fun. Yeah, I'm on. Oops. Nice. Oh, alright, so now it's 2. So we've got enemy 6, who's closest, and enemy 5. Yep, so it's picking it up. So yeah. It's good. Alright. So while current lock on target is valid. So where are we checking that stuff? Here is it? Does this matter? Does it make any difference? Looks like it doesn't make any difference. While current lock on target is valid, we need to compute look at rot, find look at rotation, camera pivot location, target location, use interp to drive the control rotation towards look at rot, yawn pitch clamped by a new system, blend strength, stronger when not moving camera, weaker when player is actively aiming or looking, right stick input. They can still nudge camera, but it returns quick win. Enemy can't pass through the. Oh, we don't care about that. Let's get rid of those. Where are we over here? Lock on. Fire. Enabled leads to crash, likely from exit, enter, combat, which loops indefinitely. So we got a best target. Target is working. Setting the character rotation to face the enemy or the target. And ensure the camera. Should automatically move the camera. I don't think. Wonder if we're supposed to move the camera and not the character or the control. Yeah, camera rotation should face the target. Character yaw should follow the camera. Yeah. Player input should not directly rotate the character. Only yaw is driven by the target. Pitch stays player controlled. Cool. Do not rotate the character mesh directly. Avoid setting the actor rotation. Avoid adding actor world rotation, and avoid mesh rotation hacks. Just fight the movement component and animation. Instead, we rotate the controller control rotation yaw only. When in the tick or camera update, create or extend something like update combat facing. Have something. Lock on target. Where is it getting that from? Best target. Where's the current lock on target? Ah, here. Okay. Completed. So actually need to do that and then get rid of these. Probably those camera modes as well, just to avoid confusion. And then instead of best target, we need to replace it with current target. Current lock on target. And then we can actually grab distance to self. Feed that in there. Let's see if that works quickly. Actually needs to keep triggering while we have the button pressed. Does that work continuously? It shouldn't really be firing when I let go. So why? Exit combat movement. They lock on target. Hmm. Let's move that to the tick. And set it to 0.1. Okay, a bit more. 0. Change the color to red. Target none, distance target 0. There we go. So that's cool. I actually want to set that. I want to set it to stay like that no matter what. Attack rotation. Where are we using this? Come on. On the tick, okay. I think we're using this anymore. I don't even think we're using this anymore. Just put that in there. See if that changes anything. Okay, if I look away, yeah. It's because if I let go, it becomes none. Is valid. Target location. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yo. Okay. There we go. Now always facing the... Oh. He's dead. Oh. Sick. Cool, there we have it. Alright, I'm gonna cut it short. More in the next one.